Pike County Sheriff tonight speaking out after being accused of violating a court order.
That order would release a suspected sex offender on bond, something the sheriff initially refused to do.
David Benton was indicted in March on 37 charges related to rape, sexual abuse, and child pornography. He did receive bond. It was set at $2.2 million, but he refused to allow the suspect out of jail. WSFA 12 News reporter Julia Avant was at today's news conference and has more in this story.
I have to get it right. I don't want to be on the hook for approving a $2.2 million bad bond, nor do I want to put our county in that predicament.
Pike County Sheriff Russell Thomas met with the media today and provided this packet of information to prove that the denial of the $2.2 million bond for David Benton was just a misunderstanding.
I do have the responsibility, again, as I said, to make sure that it is a good and sufficient bond. I have to get it right.
Monday, May 15th, Thomas says local bondsman Ricky Stokes called him asking to make bond for Benton, but at the time, he was not an approved agent. The next day, the circuit clerk received confirmation that Stokes was then approved by guaranteed bail bonding. The clerk was out of the office and sent the information to Thomas the following day. Thomas also spoke about a complaint against him before they received the approval. Thomas says he was never served the complaint.
But again, I have never, ever been served with a court order. I can't violate a court order if I've never been served. I can't legally approve a bond for a bonding agent who's not a legal agent approved by the court.
Thomas says local bondsman Ricky Stokes has since reached out to him personally and said he would not be able to make bond after all, with being a newer company and not having sufficient funds. Benton remains behind bars in Pike County Jail. Julia Avant, WSFA 12 News.
Over his 29 years as Pike County Sheriff, Sheriff Thomas says this is the largest bond he's ever seen.